Boom! All right, welcome back, guys. Grant Training Systems. Today we have a great exercise that will help you sit deep. I don't care if you don't want to do a deep squat. We need to be able to sit on the ground. We used to poo on the floor, not in a toilet. We need to be able to sit like that. And it's also a fantastic bicep and shoulder stretch at the same time. All right, so let's get some house cleaning out of the way. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so now. Drop a comment at any time you want. Check the timestamp below if you want to get past all this chit chat and go straight to the exercise. And make sure to check the links out at the bottom for the free 45-minute consultations, the trial programs, and all the stuff that I offer. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about pain, because I used to use a scale of like 0 to 10, but that's a little bit weird because that's actually what we use for the physical therapy pain scale. So instead, I'm gonna have you imagine ground zero and then a level up here. And what usually happens is, if we're talking about lower back pain, someone picks up a pillow and then they throw their back out and they realize that that was the heaviest pillow they've ever picked up. It doesn't really make sense that that was the thing that broke their back. So let's understand and put some context to what's really going on. If ground zero means you have absolutely no pain at all, and let's say the roof is where you want to just jump off of because your pain is so bad, somewhere in between is where you hit your threshold to where there was enough tension, there was enough poor movement, there was enough issues going on that finally started to cause the pain. So what do I mean by that? I mean, let's say from here to here, your level is like right there. Well, that means when you have no pain, you're on the base floor, and then your hamstrings get tight, your tension increases, you sit too much, you're not taking care of yourself, and slowly you start climbing up this scale, if you will, until you start realizing once you start getting close to your threshold of where you're going to feel your back pain, or your back is going to be thrown out, you start waking up and you realize you got some tension in your back, something's not right, everything keeps getting closer, and then you go to pick up that pillow we're talking about, and boom, your back goes out because you crossed that pain threshold. And most likely, if your back is out and you're not really able to move, you're past your threshold. So imagine, if you want to think of a scale of 1 to 10, this is 7, and right now you're at 9. What we need to do is we need to bring you back down to where you were before, because what you didn't realize is all of this space below, you were slowly climbing up. It wasn't like one day you just woke up and you went from here to here. That does not happen. So what we need to do is now we need to undo what we did. And we do that by moving better, learning about our bodies, mobility, stretching, corrective exercises. And the more we do these things and the more consistent we stay, the lower your number, if you will, or on this scale you become. So if you bring yourself down to a low number and then something called life happens and your kids are crazy, you're traveling, you're busy, you don't get to do your stuff, and you start creeping back up, the lower you are, the more you've done, the more insurance you have until your pain comes back. And time again, a lot of times people get very close to where they feel like that pain is going to come back. Life slows down, they start doing their exercises again, and that number goes back down. And those are the people that are not afraid of pain because they know what they need to do in order to take care of themselves. And this next exercise is a fantastic one that you can do in the shower, against a wall, wherever you are able to get in this position you're going to see, because this will help open up those hips and be one of the many exercises that keeps you from climbing past or passing that threshold that allows that back to go out when you pick up that synonymous pillow. All right, so you can already see that I'm in this kind of interesting position. Now, depending on where you're able to start will be where your heels against the wall are. So you can get them closer if your mobility and your flexibility is better, or you can bring them out a little bit to relax the shoulders a little bit and also kind of allow you to get deeper within the squat, because your Achilles might be blocking you a bit. But from here, what I basically do is I just try to relax a little bit. I like to rock back and forth. You're going to notice I have a chair on my right side, and that is there for a reason. And so from here, what I'm going to start to do is just, if I want, try to sit a little bit lower, try to really open up my back, my hips, just really focuses on everything. And this wall allows me to balance myself, or I can begin to push myself forward and try to get like a bit of an ankle and a lower back stretch, or whatever stretch, because it's actually going to depend on what is tight on you when we're in these different positions. For me, it's always my ankles. So if I push myself forward, I really feel this because my tightness is usually my Achilles. So from here, what I'm able to do, I'm going to scoot over just a bit, and I'm going to pretend like I've never done this before, because now, boom, I can grab this one right here, and I can sit down in this position. Now, unfortunately, sorry guys, I think my foot falls out of the camera here. But from here, what I can do is I can start to use this chair here and really kind of play with the position, or I can actually keep my arm up and even get like a mid back stretch as I do this, and really try to either push myself forward, get a hamstring stretch, put myself back, get an arm and back stretch, and just play with this position. I like to sometimes bend myself in half. This will go into this muscle here called the QL, which is really nice to get into. And then, boom, put this one back, and then switch, just like that. Hopefully I'm staying in both these cameras. I'm realizing these are not the best angles. I'm sorry. That's what happens when you film alone all the time. And then just really open up this area too. And I would hold this for much, much, much longer if I was not trying to make this video like basically under 10 minutes. But from here, you can really just see and compare both sides. Straighten your arms if you want to get a little bit more of a push. Go back to the position that you were in before. And what you're going to realize is as you start getting better, you realize that your ankles get in a very neutral, nice position. I can see the curves, my arches and my feet just looking beautiful here. And I'm actually even able, boop, to start walking back a little bit and get even in a better position. And you recognize my knees are not over my toes because I'm opening up my hips, and my feet are not collapsing, and they are basically facing forward. This is one of my favorite stretches, and I love to do this actually in the morning in the shower, because then after I'm done, you're gonna realize that your mobility is much better, and you're most likely able to sit like this without any help at all. All right, there we go. One more video done, and hopefully one more exercise for your library for you to become and stay pain-free. If you have not gone to the website yet, granttrainingsystems.com, and signed up for the free 45-minute consultation, do so now. Let's talk one-to-one about how my digital physical therapy programs can help get you pain-free and keep you pain-free and make sure you live a life that is pain-free. If you have not subscribed to the channel, do so now. Hit that goddamn bell so you get the notifications. Every Tuesday is a new video, and these videos are also every Friday on IGTV. So if you have not subscribed to my podcast yet, or not subscribed to my Instagram channel, then do so now, because the link is up there. I want to see you guys everywhere. Let me know what you think of the videos. Leave your comments below. Have a goddamn good day, and I'll see you guys next week.